Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll be exploring the fascinating history of forest transformation in Java. From the woodcutters of Java to the Dutch scientific forestry, Samine's challenge, and the impact of war on deforestation, we will also delve into new developments in forestry. Let's begin. The woodcutter of Java. The Kalangs of Java were a skilled community of forest cutters and cultivators, vital for harvesting teak and building palaces for the kingdoms. When the Mataram kingdom split in 1755, the 6,000 Kalang families were divided equally between the two kingdoms. As the Dutch gained control over the forests in the 18th century, they attempted to make the Kalangs work for them. In 1770, the Kalangs resisted by attacking a Dutch fort, but the uprising was suppressed. In the 19th century, the Dutch enacted forest laws in Java, restricting villagers' access to forests. Wood cutting was only allowed for specific purposes under close supervision. Villagers faced punishments for violating these restrictions. The need to manage forests for shipbuilding and railways led to the introduction of a forest service. The Dutch imposed rents on cultivated forest land and exempted some villages from these rents if they provided free labor and buffaloes for timber cutting and transportation, known as the Blandongdiensten system. Later, forest villagers were given small wages but had limited rights to cultivate forest land. The Dutch exported a significant number of sleepers from Java for various construction purposes. Around 1890, Sarantiko Samine from Randublating village challenged state ownership of the teak forest, arguing that nature's elements belong to no one. His ideas sparked a movement, and by 1907, around 3,000 families adopted his beliefs. The Saminists protested against Dutch authorities by lying down on their land during surveys, refusing to pay taxes, fines, or perform forced labor. The First and Second World Wars had significant impacts on forests. In India, working plans were abandoned, and the forest department cut trees freely for war needs. In Java, the Dutch followed a scorched earth policy, destroying sawmills and burning teak logs to prevent them from falling into Japanese hands. The Japanese then exploited the forests recklessly for their own war industries, forcing forest villagers to cut down trees. After the war, the Indonesian Forest Service faced challenges in reclaiming the land from villagers who had expanded cultivation in the forest. This conflict between people's need for agricultural land and the forest department's control continues to be a concern in both India and Indonesia. Since the 1980s, Asian and African governments have realized that keeping forest communities away from forests and focusing solely on scientific forestry has led to conflicts. Conservation of forests has become a more important goal, and involving people living near the forests has been recognized as crucial. In India, many dense forests have survived thanks to protection in sacred groves known as sarnas, Devarakudu, Khan, Rai, etc. Some villages have taken on the responsibility of patrolling their own forests, with each household taking turns, rather than relying solely on forest guards. Today, local forest communities and environmentalists are exploring various forms of forest management to promote conservation efforts. In conclusion, the transformation of forests in Java is a journey marked by challenges, discoveries, and evolving practices. From the woodcutters of the past to the scientific forestry of the colonial era, and the contemporary emphasis on community engagement and technological advancements, each phase has left its mark on Java's forests. As we move forward, let us remember the importance of sustainable forest management, respecting the needs of local communities, and leveraging new technologies to preserve these precious ecosystems for generations to come. Thank you.